So, Norman, what's the preparation been like for you guys in the last couple of days as you prepare for Luka and Kyrie and what they bring to the table?
Nice. It's been good. Just watching some film, watching how we want to guard them, how we want to play. I think each day, you ramp up a little bit just to keep rhythm, get some live action. I think we're going to do that today. But it's been good. First is just mentally preparing the approach and the mindset and what they're going to do and how we're going to guard. It's been good.
And what have you seen from the acquisitions that they brought in with Lawthread and Gafford and what PJ brings to this table?
I think they've been playing well. Like James said when I was in here, it starts with Luka and Kyrie. I think Gafford was a great pickup for them, complementary to how they play. He's playing well. Same with PJ. Versatile players that play at their pace and can bring different elements and aspects to the game. And you can see in just in the way they've been stacking wins and been able to move up into that fifth spot. So they've been playing well.
The series schedule was released late last night, and y'all have 2 noon games within the first 4 games. Do you have any reaction to that? Or are you just ready to go no matter what the schedule is?
It don't matter, whether it's 12:30 or 7 p.m., it doesn't matter. It's playoff basketball. You got to be ready to play. So I feel like that question came from the regular season and how we performed in those early games. I think that's out the window now. It's a totally different season, totally different mindset and approach to the game. And so it doesn't matter. We just got to go out there and get wins.
T-Lou said that Kawhi was going to go through a quarter of practice yesterday. What did he look like to you?
All right, man, that's not me to answer, man. You got to ask T-Lou that question again.
Have you talked to him? Have you been in touch with him over the last week or two?
Yeah, I talked to him, but like I said, that's his lane, and I let the organization and the coach talk about the status of Kawhi.
Defensively, you guys have been up and down at times this year. Where do you think the defense is at right now?
Playoff basketball.
Is it a different mindset defensively when you get to the playoffs?
Yeah, everything's different. Everything matters, every possession. So what happens in those regular season games don't really tell the tape of what's going to happen in the playoffs. It's a totally different approach, totally different preparation, and it's totally different execution.
Can you draw anything, though, from those games against the Mavs during the regular season that's going to give you an advantage? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I think that comes in all of the preparation and approach of what we've been doing the last few days in the film sessions and going out on the court and going through their plays, our plays, and how we want to execute and the different areas that we want to attack. Even with their new pieces, the coach has done a great job in prepping and seeing how other teams have attacked them and seeing how the other teams had success in the areas that we can have success against them.
Obviously, the playoffs come down to all the details and matches and stuff like that. With you being such a big part of what you guys do off the bench, I guess how much are you looking at different counters and things that you can kind of counteract what Dave would try to do? How would try to stop you?
Honestly, man, I just stay in the moment when it comes to the playoffs and look at how they're going to play. I think the toughest thing is that you got to evaluate from the bench and how the game is being played and what they're doing in the playoffs because it's different. Been in the playoffs 8 of the 9 seasons I've been in the NBA. So I know that each game is different. Each series is different. So for me, it's just seeing how I have had success against them in the regular season and knowing the different areas of where they're going to take it away. But like I said, and how we're prepping and what we're doing, obviously we're changing and doing different things that are going to help us. So it's executing in how they want me to play and be in the postseason. So I'm going to read the game 1, see how it goes, and go out there and make the adjustments.
Norman, what does it take to win an NBA championship?
Takes a little bit of luck. Takes a lot of mental focus and fortitude, and a team that's selfless and willing to sacrifice to get there. Like I said, every game, every series is so different. You have different guys stepping up, different guys moving in and out the lineup based on matchups, based on the way the game is being played. Each game in a series, but it takes a full team being pulled in and tied together to go through the ups and downs of the playoff run. It's not going to be all highs. There's going to be some lows in there, and it's going to be the team that's together during those times, and 2 playing all out for 48 minutes.
Norm, you mentioned your playoff experience. Obviously, when people talk about this roster, they talk about Kawhi and PG and Russ and James and all the experience that they have. But do you see yourself as a guy who can talk to some of the younger, more inexperienced players on this team about what it takes to go deep in the playoffs?
I think I see myself as a guy that can talk to everybody about what it takes and what we need to do. Like I said, the biggest thing is winning. I think this team knows that. It has been that way, and everybody's coachable, even from Kawhi, PG, and Russ and James down to me, Amir, T-Man, Bones, Zoo, all those guys. You know, we need every one of them. So if we see something that's going on that they missed, or they see something that, you know, I missed, you know, we're able to, you know, drop our egos in and focus on what the team needs to win. It's not about just your individual performance. It's about what the team needs to get these games. You know, it's going to be a grind out series, grind out playoffs, just the way the West has been so stacked and close. You see coming down to the end of the season just for first place placing and things like that. So everybody has to be able to give themselves up for the bigger goal.
Does it feel different at all going into this postseason with a point guard like James? Is there a different feeling just because of what he can do?
I think it's a different feeling overall, just with the teams and the guys we have and the experience. I mean, James is another dynamic superstar Hall of Fame player, and he showed in his career what he can do. So I think there's some help there in a guy that can read the game and control the pace of the game and actually take over here and there when you need. But I think just having a well-balanced roster, you know, I think James is a big part of that. It's going to help, you know, especially in the playoffs as teams try to double and take out Kawhi and PG. It's kind of tough when you got, you know, another guy like James at the head of the snake as well.
You guys have always had a lot of depth, but you just talked about balance. Is this team more balanced than the ones you've been on before? I mean, not the championship, just here.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just hard to say because I think the game is so different season to season and how you play and the approach and what you're trying to get out of the roster that you had. Like last year we had a balanced team as well in terms of being able to be so versatile and have different guys play different positions. But obviously, like, you're giving up some stuff to get some stuff, you know, with the multiple wings and guys that can switch 1 through 5. And this year, you know, you have solid 5-man bigs, you know, coming off the bench that can provide energy and spark. You got another point guard coming off in Russ that can provide energy and spark and balance the floor and control the game and get guys where they need to be. So I think from that aspect, it's more balanced, but it's a different team as well.